Welcome everybody to Friday Night Smackdown as we're coming to you live in Hartford, Connecticut as we are 3 weeks away from the Survivor Series event. And of course we've got a big tag team main event going on with LA Knight and Obafemi versus Legacy Users Ethan Page and Austin Theory as who will gain some momentum going into the War Games match. We'll have to wait and see as that will be in our main event later tonight while Cody Rhodes, the WWE Champion, will be in action against Finn Balor. Plus so much more going down here in Hartford, Connecticut for tonight's edition of Friday Night Smackdown. But we're going to start it off with our Tag Team #1 Contenders match. Well, in Tag Team #1 Contenders qualifying match between the Street Profits and Pretty Deadly. And that will take place to begin tonight's Smackdown. As we begin tonight's Smackdown with Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly. And the winner of that match will face the Lucha Bros next week to determine who will be the next challengers for the White Sixes WWE Tag Team Champions. Now, of course, Street Profits lost their titles two weeks ago, and they're looking to get their rematch for the championship. I mean, this is the same thing that happened when they were holding the tag team titles last time, where of course they won it at King and Queen of the Ring, and they lost it at SummerSlam. And of course, who they got walking away with the victory here? Street Profits are Pretty Deadly. As there we go, as we got Pretty Deadly. Guys, this could be a big opportunity. Well, I mean, it's not going to bode well for them the moment they wrestle the White Six. Because they're going to be in for a disaster the moment that bell rings for their inevitable match. Just saying. As you can tell, the crowd is trying to go home and booing them. That should tell you something, pretty much. And of course, who do you got winning? Street Profits or Pretty Deadly? And of course, Angel Lord Dawkins starting us off. I'm pretty sure this is Kit Wilson. Match begins. Reversal there. Drop kick to Montez Ford. To Angelo Dawkins. My God, he's bringing some aggressiveness. Right to Angelo Dawkins. Drop kick connects. Tag has been made. A tag has been made. Close on there. Because going on rampage mode here. And he's now heading into the middle rope. That's cool. He's still under an obsession against Angelo Dawkins. As oh boy, he's angry now. Reversal there. Tag has been made. This is not looking good for the Street Profits as a cause. Not looking good, but pretty deadly. Because Street Profits do want their rematch against the White Six. Spear connects. I guess. Drop kick. Has Elton Prince back into the ring? As what could Elton Prince be thinking about? Elbow drop. Because Elton Prince is trying to earn Pretty Deadly a shot at the White Six. Of course, can they do that? Of course, our main event tonight, Legacy's Ethan Page and Austin Theory will team up to take on Obafemi and LA Knight as Elton Prince going for the pin. And they get the win here. Great match to begin SmackDown here tonight. Has good match here as we all thought the Street Profits were going to win, but now Pretty Deadly is now going to be the next challengers for the White Six. As great match here. As Pretty Deadly is now facing the Lucha Bros next week. As can Pretty Deadly earn their shots against the White Six? Only time can tell, as we'll have to wait until next week as they get the win here on SmackDown tonight. The next time we're going to be on PLE will be on November 8th for Survivor Series. Of course, where there will be 2 War Games matches like they were in the last 2 years since its introduction of the War Games concept at Survivor Series. As there'll be a men's War Games match and a women's War Games match. And so much more going down on our second to last PLE of 2025 here in Universe Mode as Survivor Series comes your way on November 8th on YouTube. As we're back here on Friday Night SmackDown as we're getting ready for women's action as Piper Niven will be taking on Charlotte. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Women's Tag Team Champions are getting a showcase for the first time throughout this series. As it has barely been showcased on Raw and SmackDown. And of course, Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, the reason why they weren't really all that invested for a while is because they don't know who else is there to step up. And of course, who will be stepping up to these two? As the answer is... Holy hell! Hold on. That's Charlotte! I'm pretty sure this is the first time we're seeing her since King and Queen of the Ring, where she lost her Women's World Championship to Stephanie McMahon. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time we're seeing... Hold on, let me check for a minute. I'm pretty sure this is the first time we are seeing Becky Lynch since Bash at Berlin. Of course, she lost to Stephanie McMahon. And of course, seems like these two are now forming an unlikely alliance to a point where they want to go after the tag team titles. That was not on anyone's bingo card to take place in 2025. And Charlotte is telling the referee to get her robot. And here we go with this match. Who do you think is walking away with the win? Charlotte Piper Niven, as Piper Niven starts off with a clothesline. Of course, still to come here tonight. Kamala Hayes versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Cody Rhodes will be in action against Finn Balor. And then of course we have the tag team match between Legacy's Ethan Page and Austin Theory versus LA Knight and Obafemi. As that is still to come here. House kick out. That's the Piper Niven bringing it to Charlotte. And Charlotte going for the pin, and Becky Lynch is watching on, but kick out there by Piper Niven. And of course, what is on Charlotte and Niven's mind, as we would never come to a time where we see Charlotte and Becky be a tag team. As Charlotte and Piper Niven going in at ringside. Hey, Charlotte and Piper Niven going at ringside. Hey, Charlotte going for the pin. Kick out there. As Piper Niven walking out on the mindset. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for Charlotte. As this could be it for a victory for Piper Niven. Let's find out. Kick out. Hey, Charlotte, what is on the lines here? Charlotte gets the win here in a very good match here. Great match between both ladies. The cards seem so that Charlotte and Becky Lynch are eyeing a shot at the tag team titles. I mean, only time can tell about will they get a shot? Only time can tell. Because they get the win I mean, Charlotte picks up the victory in a very good match against Piper Niven. And of course, could we be looking at Becky and Charlotte going after the tag team titles? Only time can tell as they get the win in a very good match, as Charlotte gets the win in this very good match against Piper Niven here on Smackdown tonight. As coming up next here on Smackdown, Shinsuke Nakamura looks to get ready for an inevitable match against Jacob Fatu, as he will be in action against Carmelo Hayes, and that match will take place up next here on Smackdown. And of course, we are now getting ready for Shinsuke Nakamura versus Carmelo Hayes. Sorry guys, I was just sorting out my headphones as I'm getting sick about what's going on with my headphones. Nonetheless, Shinsuke Nakamura is making this way to the ring for his match against Carmelo Hayes. As Shinsuke Nakamura is of course the #1 contender for Jacob Fatu's United States Championship, as Shinsuke beat Solo Sikoa last week to earn an inevitable shot. Of course, out next is Carmelo Hayes. Of course, Carmelo Hayes, I mean, he's been struggling to find his spot on the card. Of course, who do you got walking away with the win? Carmelo Hayes or Shinsuke Nakamura? Let's get into this match here. Uh-oh, Carmelo Hayes drop kick on the back of Nakamura. Carmelo Hayes was able to bring it to Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura's on the top rope. Oh, Hayes reverses. Reversal ever. As Nakamura's heading back to the ring. And just like that, Shinsuke is getting a quick count-out win. As of course, Shinsuke Nakamura scores the victory over Kamala Hayes. What will he bring to the table when he wrestles Jacob Fatu? We don't know, as Nakamura gets a count-out win over Hayes tonight here on Smackdown. And of course, moving on, folks, that's coming up next. The WWE Champion Cody Rhodes will be in action, of course, 3 weeks before he competes inside Raw Games as he takes on Finn Balor. And of course, can Cody Rhodes gain some momentum going into War Games, or will Seth Rollins or Randy Orton get involved? We're going to find out as the match will take place up next here on SmackDown. As we're back here on Friday Night SmackDown, as we are getting ready for one-on-one action between Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor. There it goes. As you can tell, the crowd here tonight is singing along to Cody Rhodes. Do keep in mind though, Cody Rhodes will be teaming up, will be competing in Raw Games in a few weeks' time. Because he's had a problem over the past couple of months. And because it's Randy Orton and Seth Rollins all has the problem. And because Rollins has been his issue since DC started feuding with each other going into Bash of the Land. And then Orton's been a problem since Orton's been taking out Cody Rhodes for weeks. And now they are scheduled to have a championship rematch at Bad Blood. And of course, we don't know, and of course, Bad Blood is taking place on December 6th. And that's when we get our rematch between these two. And of course, tonight he's focusing on his old enemy, Finn Balor. Of course, Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor do have a lot of history. And of course, this was Cody Rhodes' first feud post the Roman Reigns feud. And of course, in 2K22, these two wrestled at Clash at the Castle, as that was Cody's second program since returning to WWE outside of Roman Reigns. Then these two wrestled at Money in the Bank last year. But, well, of course, this match would be spearheaded by what happened after the match via the tactics of AJ Styles. And it goes Finn Balor, no Judgment Day with him. In this match tonight. Because Finn Balor has had a lot of losses this year. And because this has been a horrible look for the former Universal Champion. Anyways, let's get to this match. Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor. Who do you got winning? Crowd here tonight is chanting Cody. Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. Oh, Finn Balor. How's Cody? Oh, here we go. Pedigree. As Cody Rhodes, there we go! Crossroads connects! One. And there we go. Kick out! As disaster kick. Finn Balor with the reversals. Uh-oh, Cody Rhodes with a small package with a roll-up. And Cody Rhodes upsets Finn Balor. As Cody Rhodes gets the best of Finn Balor here tonight. And of course, Cody getting some momentum going into his War Games match.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by
As coming up next here on Smackdown, it's now time for the main event as Obafemi and LA Knight will team up to take on Legacy Caesars, Ethan Page and Austin Theory. Of course, just like Cody's match with Finn Balor, which team will gain momentum going into the War Games match at Survivor Series in 3 weeks? We'll find out up next here on Smackdown. As it is now time for our main event as Here it goes. The start goes off with Obafemi. Here it goes. Remember, the War Games teams for the men's matches: Cody Rhodes with Ricky Saints, LA Knight, and LA Knight. Oh, and don't forget Obafemi. While the other team has Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Austin Theory, and Ethan Page. And because out next is LA Knight. And of course, out next is Legacy. And of course, out next is Austin Theory and Ethan Page. Has who got winning? Legacy or Obafemi and Ethan Page? Obafemi and Austin Theory starting us off here. Uh-oh! Obafemi, you thought he was going to tap out right now. And that comes Austin Theory and Ethan Page. I mean, the credibility of both of Legacy going into War Games isn't looking all that impressive. As can this win be a trick for both men? As hot tag connects. Obafemi's not looking good so far as he's getting dominated. As Legacy is bringing the aggressive attitude. As Obafemi is having a hard time. as LA Knight makes a tag. Oh, Ethan Page reverses. Uh-oh, Ethan Page, roll up. And LA Knight needs to be careful now, because Ethan Page just got back to his feet. As LA Knight is out of the carry hole. As LA Knight is continuing to make Ethan Page suffer. BFT connects. Austin Boo stops the pin. Uh-oh! Big boot connects. Uh-oh! This is not looking good for Obafemi. Has it go for the pin? Kick out! Uh-oh! Tag has been made. Oh, it's a Billy. Uh-oh! Over Femi with a reversal there. Uh-oh! Ethan Page is back in the match. So is LA Knight. Big boot connects. Uh-oh! Roll up for LA Knight. Kick out. As Ethan Page is pretty much stomping away at LA Knight. That's over Femi. Pop-up powerbomb connects. Has LA Knight going for the pin? And LA Knight and over Femi gets the win. Good main event here between both teams. And of course things are not looking good for Legacy going into Survivor Series. And of course it's the biggest role They're currently set up for. Of course, with Cody Rhodes and his friends, if you will. And of course, they cannot get the job done. Well, I mean, Seth Rollins may have gotten the best out of Ricky Saints last week, but for Austin Theory and Ethan Page, I don't know, things are just not going well. Because they got to turn it around, considering War Games is in 3 weeks, and of course, they lose to Ethan Page, to Obafemi and LA Knight, as of course, they do get the win here, as, ladies and gentlemen, good night everybody, as LA Knight and Obafemi stands tall to close out Friday Night SmackDown. Until then, good night everybody.